That's something that I think would be really beneficial. Yeah, and I think the group in itself as well, just the fact that there are people to turn to that maybe you haven't got a professional relationship with. Because when I emailed my tutor, I had to say in the most, without screaming, I want to leave. I had to be really professional and like, can you give me advice, what's the best way to go about it? If I leave, is that my degree over? Whereas really I'd have liked somebody to just be like, have more of a shoulder and just, someone's telling me that it does get better, and it does, and they know it does because it did for them. So it's more personal. I feel was quite important to something like this. It's just a personal feel to it. So this year, obviously there are people now waiting to go on a year abroad who I haven't contacted yet. I'm still in the beginning stages. So the important thing is to now contact them, just so they know that when they do have obstacles, we are here, and we will be more established when September comes and when we've started the next academic year. We'll be more established for them to seek our support. But yeah, the main thing I want to do is just establish the group within the Modern Languages department and any other departments that offer study abroad for a year or a semester. So establish them and set up links with second years and fourth years who've just come back. So the second years have advice before they leave, and stuff like deciding whether to go on to university or do British Council, which is now a very popular option. I think that this year, for the first time, people were turned away from the British Council, which has never happened before. I think it's the money that withdraws them to that, definitely. But yeah, so it's helping people make those decisions, helping people execute their ideas and choose regions, because I'd never been to France before. I didn't know, this sounds really ignorant and stupid, I didn't know that the south of France is particularly really nice weather. It sounds stupid, I know. I didn't realise how close some of the northern places were to England, and maybe if I'd have known that, I'd have been more tempted by the north, just for the pure fact that it's quite different and the prices range in going from the south to England and just getting a boat to Dover or something. But anyway, just those little things that you don't really think about, and you get an accent as well, because the southern accent in France is just not French, and it's just very different. No, but you get there and you've spent all your academic life hearing the Parisian accent, and you suddenly have this completely new accent. You don't really think about it. You're thinking about so many other things. But anyway, so the group can help the second years just prepare them mentally for what is a massive step in your life. And I mean, it's one thing going to university and then going abroad and everything like that. They have so many changes over this short period of your life, but it's nice to have support. But yeah, but once this year abroad, this group of students going abroad will have some of our support, as much as we can give in these early stages. The second years will then be on the year abroad, and the year that have just been abroad are going to come back and support them. But I really feel that it's the second years, people going into second years now, by the time they've got to fourth year, I feel that the group will be very much established, and I feel that that will be when the group really comes into its own, because these students would have seen the developments, they would have seen what we want to do. And so yeah, for now, I'm going to do as much as I can do, because I do feel obviously very strongly about this, because I would have loved to have something like this for me, for when I was abroad.